Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about this week's weekly update bonuses. And I'll be showcasing to you guys how to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible using some of these money making methods so that you can prepare for the new winter DLC update, Agents of Sabotage in GTA Online, that is dropping on Tuesday, December 10th. So for the time this video gets posted, you have about 4 days or so to take advantage, make some pretty good money, despite, it being on a business that players may not be that obsessed with, which is bottom dollar bounties. But we're going to get into specifically how to utilize the money making bonuses with this business and with this property, because while a lot of players don't appreciate this business for, some of the gameplay aspects and features, and of course money making potential being really low with single money, with double money, I feel like it will fit into players' grind pretty well. And so we're going to talk about that and more. So before we jump into all of the money making methods, let's just go over them first, and before we break into specifics. So we do have triple money and triple RP on the new community series jobs that dropped this week. If you want to take advantage of that, you can, but the two we're going to focus on is double money on the bail agent and office staff income, as well as double money and RP on the actual bail office standard bounty targets. So let's head inside and get started. So here are the blue standard bounty targets. These are the most wanted ones. These have a 1-day cooldown. They pay out anywhere between $120 and about $132,000. We had one double money opportunity on this back in September, but we haven't seen it since. The standard bounty targets were also double money during that week, and they are now double money again for this week. But again, like I said, the most wanteds are just 1 times money. This hasn't changed. But when it comes to these normally pay out anywhere between $30,000 to $40,000. That's the range. Sometimes you get just a little bit more, sometimes you get just a little bit less. The actual reward itself is kind of RNG, but the range with single money is $30,000 to $40,000. So with double money, it's going to be anywhere between $60,000 to $80,000. Now, that being said, there are 6 different types of standard bounty targets. You have various Duggins who are going to be at like abandoned arcades. You have the triads, which are going to typically be robbing some type of Fleesa bank anywhere around the map. You have different gangsters and gang members where you need to search clues, track them down and find them, or just go to a specific location and look at security camera feeds to actually find their location. Then there's also like biker ones where you go to biker clubhouses and find those. You'll see them in these thumbnail photos if they pop up when these refresh in an hour. You'll also see like bored housewives that you need to go track down and basically smash up their property to get them to leave their property. Then you arrest them and put them in your bounty van. There's all different types, but most of these can be completed in 5 minutes or less. Of course, that's when you're doing them in the city. If they ever take you to Sandy Shores, or if they take you up to Paleto Bay, it's going to take longer because you need to drive the bounty van all the way back. You don't need to drive it there, but I would recommend if you're going far, like outside of the city, take a Sparrow, take your Oppressor Mark II, take your Buzzard, take a Raiju, take whatever faster vehicle than just driving around on land is going to get you out there fast to complete these missions. But that being said, say if these are all paying out on average, 70 to 80,000, so on average, call it 75,000, which I would say is kind of a conservative estimate, considering all 3 of these are more than $75,000 payout. But let's say they all are on average $75,000. Well, that's $225,000 in about 15 minutes if you slam these out back to back to back. Because some of these you could finish in less than 5 minutes when they're in the city, and some of them where you need to go outside of the city, they're going to take a little bit longer. But on average, 5 minutes per mission, and on average, $75,000 payout with double money. That's $225,000 in 15 minutes. That opens up the other 45 minutes of your time playing GTA Online this week to do your Cayo Perico heist setups in the finale, do your Dr. Dre contract setups in the finale, grind your other businesses, auto shop contracts, heists, your passive businesses, collect your wall safe money at your agency, your arcade, your salvage yard, your bail office if you want as well, because you do get money from those bail agents, which we're going to discuss as well. So all of this is going on at the same time, and at least these are fast and easy. They're not challenging, they're brainless. That being said, should you buy the business this week to actually be playing these if you don't have the business already? It really just depends on if you've been waiting for a discount. This is the first time the bottom dollar bail enforcement offices have been discounted by Rockstar, and so if you've been waiting for that discount, yes, a new DLC is coming out on Tuesday, December the 10th, but if you're a player who's been in that position and has been waiting since the end of June to buy this business, waiting for it to be on discount, well, here you go. Now's your chance. So if you've been waiting, maybe you want to take advantage. But for everyone else who has heard, the bad reviews of the bottom dollar bail enforcement business and, all the chatter online, they don't think it's good and they don't want to do it, then you don't have to. But that's kind of what this weekly money guide is all about. And these are the most fun ones because they involve a bunch of shootouts and things like that. So let's just showcase the biker one first. Just got to drive to the objective, kill everyone, take our bounty target, and return to our bail office. So you can see we just need to go to the Los MC Clubhouse, drive all the way down here, and I'll see you there. When it comes to these missions, you know, you can use whatever vehicle you like, a Raiju, a Sparrow, your Oppressor Mark II. You guys know the deal with me. I avoid using the Oppressor Mark II just because I get so bored of the game playing that way. So I just drive around in my car. You could be faster than me by, of course, using your Sparrow or Oppressor Mark II to actually grind these out. But we've entered the clubhouse. Now, there's basically going to be a bunch of enemies that spawn, and in addition to that, what we need to do is find our bounty target. But as you can see, those enemies are in a room that we can't get to. The room is locked, and the only way to get access to that part of the garage, you'll see these basically power boxes on the wall. You got to shoot them, destroy them. You'll find 2 in this room here, and then the other one, oh, okay. Usually you need to destroy 3. Sometimes I guess you just destroy 2, and it opens up. It kind of depends on the mission, right? So, just gonna kill all these enemies here. This guy actually crazily damaged me, but first what I'm gonna do is also take out these targets in the back, just so we can make sure we can clear everyone out here. So let's kill these guys. We're good to go right there. Snack up. I'm not gonna use armor just yet, but we're gonna find a couple targets in the back. The red dots are enemies you can kill, and now here's our bounty target. You want to swap to your stun gun, of course. I'm sure if you guys have been playing this business, you know how to do the bounties themselves. But let's just say you just bought the business, you want to learn how to make money. Capture your target, you're gonna get a cutscene, you're gonna toss them into your jail wagon and your jail van here. Then all you need to do is drive back to the bail office, which we're gonna do right now. Here we are back at the bail office. As you can see, I mean, this mission took me only 4.5 minutes, and I was driving a car, mind you. If you're in an Oppressor Mark II, you could get there even faster than me. You have to drive the jail wagon back and the jail van back. I always call it the wagon because I'm thinking of Red Dead bounties, and it's kind of a cool name for the one in GTA, but nonetheless, once you turn in the target, you unfortunately don't get paid right away. The bounty needs to be processed, and that will only take you a couple minutes. It's not too big of a deal. You will get your money. And usually try and make a habit of whenever you get back here, if you can call out your bail agents and send them out on work for you to accrue like $15,000 a day, you want to make sure you do that. So I'm going to send both of these guys out for bail enforcement work. And I'm going to go back to my computer here. We're going to log in, and next we're going to go after the guys who are robbing a bank. So that was $74,000. Now we're going to go after Ricky G as a bounty for $71,000. Like I said, these targets usually are robbing a bank. Unfortunately, for a mission like this, it's kind of annoying because Jeanette has you go up to Paleto Bay most of the time to capture these guys, and that is a reason why I would say the bail office is kind of annoying. The missions are fun. I love the missions, but going up to Paleto Bay for some content is very annoying. And so that is where I would use an Oppressor Mark II, use a Sparrow or something like that. But this bank robbery is actually in town, so we just gotta head over there now. Now once you pull up, you'll see like basically a staged area from the movie Heat where the truck bashes into the armored vehicle and the guys can steal the money. But these guys are doing the same thing, except in GTA, right? We need to stop them from robbing this bank. And what's crazy about this is, of course, you have this bank robbery going on. You stop these guys from robbing the bank, and there you go. Now we just want to take our target back to jail. What's interesting, it didn't happen this time. I've usually, when you do this mission, there are cops. These guys are in a shootout with the police outside, but sometimes I guess you can get variants of this mission where there's actually no cops outside, I guess because there hasn't been a response yet. So we're just gonna throw this guy in the bounty van again and take him back to the bail office. Sometimes you need to lose your wanted level, but it looks like this time we don't actually need to. And here we go. We are back at the bail office once again. That was literally a 4-minute mission, so not too bad at all. The missions that take place in the city are great because you can fly through them. So already in 10 minutes here, we made $74,000 from handing in Riley Rose. We just made another $71,000 from turning in Ricky G. Now let's go after Hunter Duggan, which actually, if you guys saw my weekly update guide from yesterday, then you would have basically seen that exact same mission we're gonna do. We're going after the same target. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in the same location or not, but nonetheless, let's get it started. $73,000 for turning in Hunter Duggan. Let's go. Now, also, Jeanette's gonna talk your ear off in these missions. If you're wondering why the audio isn't playing for me when I start the bounties, is because I already did that before I started my recording, just so she wouldn't be talking, because that also, you know, not that it makes the business bad, but it's just annoying, right? Jeanette talks more than the auto shop characters, both KGD or KDJ as well as Sasanta. Those guys will talk your ear off. Jeanette is no different. Rockstar added one of those DLC updates to the game where the character just talks your ear off like crazy. Nonetheless, let's go to the Hunter Duggan hideout, go find him, bring him back to jail. If you guys are wondering what vehicle I'm using, this is the Lampadati Viserys, which is actually a removed vehicle that's featured back for a limited time this week in GTA. It's a really good weapon, or excuse me, it's a really good vehicle, which I recommend you guys pick up. So once you arrive at the hideout, There's going to be a bunch of enemies staged outside. Then you want to go inside. This is going to be the interior of an arcade, of course. Like, it's abandoned. There's trash everywhere, broken arcade cabinets. And there's going to be a bunch of enemies inside. You want to kill everyone again. It's not too big of a deal to handle all these guys. Take cover if you need. If you're a player like me who just likes to face tank the damage, then, you know, all power to you, right? That's just how I play this game. That's how I play Red Dead Online. There's what, maybe 15, 20 enemies on this mission entirely. There's one more guy we got to take out here. Then you come over to this Madame Nazar arcade cabinet. You hear your fortune, you put in the token. That's gonna, of course, gonna open up the door just like it would in your normal arcade that you own in GTA. Instead of taking you to the basement, though, it's gonna take you up to their office. That guy's always going to spawn there. Make sure you shoot him. Equip your stun gun. Hunter Duggan will be on the right side. You stun him. He's taken down once again. And literally in 11 minutes here, we were just able to do all 3 bounties. Of course, we need to drive this guy back. But once we hand this guy in, it'll be 13 minutes in, you know, and we will have made $218,000 in, you know, call it 10 minutes, 10 to 15, even if we say 15 minutes, that's extremely fast and easy to make this money. Now, granted, like I was saying, we didn't have any Sandy Shores or Paleto Bay missions. If you get those, it's unlucky. It just is what it is. Half the time you go up there, half the time you don't. We got blessed with the RNG for the missions this time. So in 15 minutes, or in 13 minutes for us technically here, because we just drove back and it only took another minute and a half, we made $218,000. Now, I want to talk about the double money that you can get on the bail enforcement staff income for this week. Those apply to the bail agents that you can purchase with your bail office. Now, purchasing bail agents in GTA are a bit of a hit or miss depending on the kind of player you are and whether you play GTA 5 Online a lot or not. Now, the agents bring in an average of $15,400 every 48 minutes to your wall safe back here. And we're going to check on the safe capacity right now. You can hold up to, I think it is just $100,000, or maybe it's 200,000, maybe GTA Plus you can hold 200,000. Normal, you can hold 100. I never really get this high because I just collect it. So let's collect it right now. I have $75,000 in my wall safe. Now, assuming you get that $15,000 income per hour, you need to have 2 agents to do that. So that is quite a hefty investment because that's going to cost you $1.5 million. So $15,000, you send 2 agents once an hour. That will take you basically approximately 100 times of sending these agents out to recoup that initial investment of $1.5 million that you spent on these bail agents. Playing every day for 1 month straight and sending the targets out 3 times a day on average will help you break even on the investment in 30 days. But of course, with that double money, that time is now halved. So for example, say for this week, you sent the bail agents out on this job for 50 individual times. Say you played 50 hours this week, which would be like a crazy amount. But nonetheless, if you went crazy and just AFK'd it and came back to the game once an hour and sent the bail agents out 50 times they get sent out, that means you should be within the ballpark of making back your full investment on them just for this week alone. Not that it's that fantastic, but just to kind of break down how quick you can regain your money, that's how fast. Now, one other factor you have to consider on this is if it's worth participating in, besides the cash that these bail agents are going to generate for your bail office, is the perk that when you purchase these bail agents, they actually provide faster processing of your captured bounties. Of course, your captured bounties go in this jail cell right here. Whether it's the blue free roam ones or the red most wanted targets, you could start at your computer in the back of your office. And basically, this just allows for passive offline income in GTA Online if you were to send these agents out and log off, because they're going to do it whether your game is running or not. It's just time based. So you just press right on the D-pad, send the bail agents out. You get this annoying like black screen. You should be able to like send Rooster out at the hangar and your other special cargo technicians out without getting the black screen, but for some reason at the bail office they do this anyway. But nonetheless, that is 1 money bonus this week. Not that it's that fantastic, but basically if you're a hardcore grinder in GTA, while you go and collect your wall safe money from your bail office, your nightclub, your arcade, your agency, make sure to send those bail agents out when you do, you know, your special cargo technicians and you send them out on jobs, or if you source through Rooster, something like that. Now, another thing I wanted to mention here was our weekly challenges. Our weekly challenge for this week in GTA Online is just completing 3 bounty targets. They could be standard bounty targets. They could be the most wanted targets. You could do any combination of them. No matter what you want, as long as you complete 3 bounty targets this week, you will make $100,000 on top of all of the payouts that you're actually going to be getting for completing those bounties in the first place as well. So even if you don't plan on farming this business this week, make sure you take advantage of that at the very least to get your free 100 grand included with the payouts for the rest of the missions. And yeah, it really is that simple, ladies and gentlemen. You just gotta farm these very fast and easy missions back to back to back, and then you have, you know, call it a 40-45 minute break to do some other content in the game, take care of all your other businesses, things like that. But the bottom dollar bail enforcement office for any longtime player is just as useful of a tool to be making money in this game, just like any other business is. It's not the best business in the game, it's also not the worst. It's farmable, it's fast and easy, and it's brainless content while you're trying to stack up as much cash as possible before the new DLC Agents of Sabotage goes live. Of course, if you want to Kyle Max and just do that on 2 characters and just, you know, brainlessly do that in the Dr. Dre contract, feel free. You know, you could do that every week. The Cayo Perico heist is now going to be 4 years old pretty soon. The Dr. Dre contract is about to be 3 years old. You've probably been doing it into oblivion this whole time, so you might as well try something new that's on double money this week. So anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Also check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram if you want to check out some GTA Online live streams. I'm going to be farming money all this week to prepare for the new update, and hopefully you guys will join me with that. So with that being said, hopefully you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.